What do you do when you find out your cat is not actually yours? A crazy situation happened to me recently. I was casually petting my cat, and I noticed something weird. His collar was on the wrong way. I was like, hey, that's weird. And then he just looked at me and he was like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. So I turned his collar the right way and I was like, there we go. And then he looked at me and he started meowing really loud. Now, usually when a cat meows at you, it's because they want something. They're trying to tell you something. So I was like, okay, what do you want? And he just kept looking at his collar and then at me. So I took it off and I was like, do you want me to take this off? He was like, yeah, take it off, take it off. So I took off his collar and he was so happy. He started purring really loud and he was rubbing up against me. I was like, okay, maybe this is a collar thing. But then I noticed something else. There was another cat in the house. Now, I only have one cat. I adopted him a few months ago. He's a rescue cat. So I only have one cat, or so I thought. But there was clearly another cat living here. So I went to check the backyard, and sure enough, there was a cat in the backyard that looked exactly like mine. It had the same white paws, the same white chest, the same green eyes. It was identical to my cat. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I called my neighbor and I was like, hey, do you know whose cat this is? Do you know who has a white cat with green eyes and a white chest? And she was like, yeah, that's my cat. She said, thank you. And then she went inside. I think she was expecting me to be angry or upset or something, but I was actually kind of happy for him. I was like, oh, he has a family. This is great. Because when I found him, he was all alone. He was a stray. He didn't have any family. I was happy that he was reunited with his family. But then something even weirder happened. After his family came back, he still wanted to hang out with me. So he would meow at me, and he would rub up against me, and he would purr. I was like, oh wow, he really likes you. And then he would just look at me, and then he would go sleep on my pillow. Every night he would come into my room, and he would sleep on my pillow. And then sometimes during the day, he would just randomly fall asleep on me while I was working. He would just fall asleep on my desk. And I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like, does he live with me now? Is he my cat? What's going on? Is he trying to tell me something? Well, I figured it out. Yesterday I was petting him and he was purring and I was like, oh my gosh, I love you. And then he just looked at me and he was like, love you too, I guess. And then he just walked away. And I was like, wait a minute. I said, you're not supposed to say that. I mean, he just disappeared under the bed. And I was like, what? What did I do? So I think what happened was he was just being friendly. You know, cats are really friendly animals. They're really social. They like to be around people. I think he was just being friendly. But it's funny because now he sleeps on my pillow, and he also sleeps on him.